First contact. The starship Horizon drifted silently through the inky void, its sleek hull reflecting the dim light of distant stars. Captain Elena Rodriguez stood on the bridge, her dark eyes fixed on the main view screen. After months of travel beyond known space, they had finally detected signs of an alien civilization. Status report, Elena commanded, her voice steady despite the excitement coursing through her veins. Lieutenant Kai Chen, the ship's science officer, looked up from his console. "The signal is getting stronger, Captain. We're definitely approaching some kind of artificial structure." As if on cue, a massive object slowly came into view. It was unlike anything they had ever seen, a sprawling space station that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Its surface shimmered with an otherworldly iridescence, and sections of it appeared to phase in and out of existence. "My God," whispered Commander Jack Thompson, Elena's second-in-command. "It's beautiful." Elena nodded in agreement, but her mind was racing with the implications of this discovery. They were about to make first contact with an entirely new alien species. Everything they did from this point on could have profound consequences for humanity's future in the galaxy. "Open a channel," she ordered. "All frequencies." Communications Officer Zara Patel's fingers danced across her console. "Channel open, Captain." Elena took a deep breath, choosing her words carefully. "This is Captain Elena Rodriguez of the Earth exploration vessel Horizon. We come in peace and friendship, seeking to establish diplomatic relations." For several tense moments, there was no response. Then, without warning, a beam of pale blue light engulfed the horizon. The ship's systems flickered, and a strange tingling sensation washed over the crew. "What's happening?" Elena demanded, fighting to stay calm. Before anyone could respond, a voice filled the bridge, not through the speakers, but directly in their minds. "Greetings, humans of Earth. We are the Zorans. Your arrival has been anticipated." The crew exchanged bewildered glances. Elena, recovering quickly, replied aloud, "We're honored to make your acquaintance, Zorans. May we request permission to dock with your station?" There was a pause before the telepathic voice responded. "Permission granted. Prepare yourselves for integration." Before Elena could ask what integration meant, the horizon was enveloped in a shimmering field of energy. The stars outside blurred, and for a moment, reality itself seemed to warp around them. When everything stabilized, they found themselves inside a vast, crystalline docking bay. "Well," Jack said, a nervous grin on his face, "I guess that beats parallel parking." Elena shot him a look that was half amusement, half warning. "All right, people, this is what we've trained for. Let's make humanity proud." As the crew prepared to disembark, Elena couldn't shake a feeling of unease. The Zorans' technology was clearly far beyond their own, and their telepathic abilities were unexpected. What other surprises awaited them? The airlock hissed open, revealing a corridor that seemed to be composed of flowing light. Standing before them were three beings that defied easy description. They were vaguely humanoid, but their bodies appeared to be made of crystalline structures that constantly shifted and realigned. The central figure stepped forward, its face resolving into something approximating human features. When it spoke, its mouth didn't move. The words simply appeared in the minds of the Horizon's crew. "Welcome to Nexus Prime, Captain Rodriguez. I am Zillar, first cognate of the Zoran Collective." Elena bowed slightly. "Thank you for your hospitality, first cognate Zillar. We're honored to be here." Zillar's form shimmered, and Elena got the distinct impression of curiosity. "Your journey here was long and arduous by your standards, yet you ventured into the unknown, driven by a desire to explore and connect. This is intriguing to us." "Exploration is in our nature," Elena explained. "We believe that by reaching out to other civilizations, we can learn, grow, and build a better future for all." The Zorans exchanged glances, their crystalline forms pulsing with patterns of light. Finally, Zillar turned back to Elena. "Your species is young, yet you display a remarkable combination of intellect and emotion. We have been observing your kind for some time, debating whether to make contact. Elena's eyebrows rose. You've been watching us? For how long? Time is fluid for us, Zilla replied. But by your reckoning, we have monitored Earth's development for several of your centuries. This revelation sent a ripple of surprise through the human crew. Jack stepped forward, his scientific curiosity overriding protocol for a moment. Then you must have incredible technological capabilities. The things we could learn from you. Zilla's form pulsed with what might have been amusement. Indeed, Commander Thompson, our civilizations are at very different stages of development, but learning is not a one-way process. Your arrival here has sparked great interest among our people. Elena sensed an opportunity. We would be more than willing to share our knowledge and experiences with you, first cognate. Perhaps we could establish a cultural exchange program. Zilla was silent for a moment, seemingly communing with the other Zorans. Your proposal is acceptable. However, we must first determine if your species is ready for deeper interaction with the galactic community. A sense of foreboding washed over Elena. What do you mean by determine if we're ready? All species must pass certain tests before being granted full status within the Alliance of Advanced Civilizations, Zilla explained. These tests evaluate not just technological prowess, but ethical development, emotional intelligence, and adaptability. Jack frowned. With all due respect, who gave you the right to test us? We came here in peace, offering friendship. Zilla's form rippled, and Elena felt a wave of what might have been sympathy. We understand your concerns, Commander. But you must understand. The galaxy is vast and filled with wonders, but also dangers. The tests are as much for your protection as for ours. Elena held up a hand, silencing Jack's potential retort. We appreciate your caution, first cognate. What exactly would these tests entail? They will challenge you in ways you cannot anticipate, Zilla replied. They will push you to your limits, physically, mentally, and emotionally. But they will also offer you the chance to showcase the best of what humanity has to offer. Elena exchanged glances with her crew. They hadn't come all this way to back down from a challenge. And if passing these tests meant securing humanity's place among the stars, then the potential rewards far outweighed the risks. Very well, Elena said, squaring her shoulders. We accept your challenge. First cognate Zilla. When do we begin? Zilla's form shimmered with what might have been approval. Your willingness to face the unknown is commendable, Captain. The first test will commence shortly. But first, allow us to show you to your quarters. You will need rest and preparation. As the Zorans led them deeper into the station, Elena's mind raced with possibilities. What kind of tests awaited them? How could they prove humanity's worth to these advanced beings? One thing was certain. The fate of Earth's future in the galactic community now rested on their shoulders, and Elena was determined not to let her species down. Little did she know that the tests ahead would challenge not just their skills and knowledge, but the very essence of what it meant to be human. The adventure was only beginning, and the true nature of both humanity and the Zorans was yet to be revealed. The Quantum Empathy Challenge. As the first rays of artificial dawn simulated sunrise within the Zoran space station, Captain Elena Rodriguez and her crew gathered in a vast chamber that defied the laws of physics. The room seemed to stretch infinitely in all directions, its boundaries shifting and blurring like a living watercolor painting. Zilla, the first cognate of the Zoran collective, materialized before them, its crystalline form pulsing with anticipation. Humans of Earth, the aliens' thoughts reverberated in their minds. Welcome to the nexus of consciousness. Here, you will face your first trial, the Quantum Empathy Challenge. Elena exchanged glances with her team, a mix of excitement and apprehension evident on their faces. We're ready, she declared, her voice steady despite the butterflies in her stomach. Zilla's form shimmered. Are you? It asked, a hint of amusement in its mental voice. This test will push the boundaries of your species' emotional and cognitive capabilities. You believe empathy to be a uniquely human trait, Now, you must prove its worth on a cosmic scale. Without warning, the chamber erupted into a kaleidoscope of light and sensation. The crew found themselves immersed in a sea of alien consciousnesses, each one a whirlwind of thoughts, emotions, and experiences utterly foreign to human understanding. "Holy shit!" Lieutenant Kai Chen exclaimed, his eyes wide with wonder and terror. "I can feel everything." "Focus, people," Elena commanded, though she too was reeling from the onslaught of alien perspectives flooding her mind. "Remember our training. We can do this." As the initial shock subsided, the true nature of the challenge became clear. Scattered throughout the psychic maelstrom were fragments of a complex problem, a looming crisis that threatened the stability of an entire galactic sector. To solve it, the humans would need to navigate the labyrinth of alien minds, piecing together information while maintaining their own sense of self. Commander Jack Thompson was the first to make a breakthrough. "Guys, I think I found something," he called out, his voice strained with concentration. "There's a species called the Voth. They're silicon-based life forms, and they're dying out because of some kind of cosmic radiation." "I see it too," Zara Patel, the communications officer, chimed in. "But there's more. The Voth's planet is rich in a rare element called quintessence. It's vital for faster-than-light travel." As the team delved deeper into the alien mindscape, they uncovered layer upon layer of complexity. The Voth's plight was intertwined with the economic interests of a dozen different species, the delicate balance of power in the sector, and even the fabric of spacetime itself. "This is insane," Kai muttered, sweat beading on his forehead. "How are we supposed to solve a problem this big? We've barely figured out our own planet's problems." Elena, despite the overwhelming input, felt a surge of determination. "That's exactly why we can solve this," she realized aloud. "Our history, our struggles, they've prepared us for this moment." With renewed focus, Elena guided her team through the psychic storm. They drew upon humanity's long history of conflict resolution, environmental protection, and technological innovation. Piece by piece, they crafted a solution that addressed not just the Voth's immediate survival, but the long-term stability of the entire sector. As the final pieces fell into place, the alien consciousnesses receded, leaving the humans gasping and disoriented in the now quiet chamber. Zilla reappeared, its crystalline form glowing with an intensity they hadn't seen before. "Remarkable," the Zorans' thoughts echoed in their minds. "You not only solved the crisis, but did so in a way that accounted for the needs and perspectives of all involved parties. How did you manage this?" Elena, still catching her breath, smiled wryly. "It's what we do best. Throughout our history, humans have faced countless challenges that seemed insurmountable. We've made mistakes, learned hard lessons, but we've also developed an incredible capacity for empathy, creativity, and collaboration." Zilla's form pulsed with what might have been approval. "Your species' ability to synthesize diverse viewpoints and find innovative solutions is unprecedented. We had not anticipated this level of emotional intelligence combined with practical problem-solving." Jack grinned, his earlier skepticism replaced by pride. "Never underestimate humanity's ability to surprise you." As the team celebrated their success, Elena noticed something odd. The boundaries of the chamber seemed to be solidifying, taking on a more defined shape. And in the distance, she could swear she saw flickers of other alien forms watching them with newfound interest. "First cognate," Elena asked, her curiosity piqued. "What exactly is this nexus of consciousness? And why do I get the feeling we're being observed?" Zilla's form shimmered, and Elena sensed a mix of excitement and apprehension from the alien. "You are perceptive, Captain Rodriguez. The Nexus is more than a testing ground. It is a confluence of minds from across the galaxy, a place where the collective consciousness of countless species intersects." The implications of this revelation stunned the human crew into silence. They had just performed on a stage vaster than they could have imagined, showcasing humanity's potential to an audience of unimaginable diversity and power. Your performance here has attracted attention, Zilla continued. There are those among the galactic community who believe your species may be the key to solving conflicts that have persisted for eons. Elena felt a weight of responsibility settling on her shoulders. We came seeking friendship and knowledge, she said carefully. We're not sure we're ready to be galactic peacekeepers. Zilla's form pulsed with what might have been amusement, and that humility, combined with your remarkable abilities, is precisely why you may be suited for the role. But do not concern yourselves with that for now. You have passed the first trial, but greater challenges await. As Zilla's form began to fade, Elena called out, "Wait, what's the next test? How can we prepare?" The Zorans' response echoed in their minds as it disappeared. The next trial will test not just your empathy, but your very understanding of reality itself. Rest now, humans. You will need all your strength and ingenuity for what lies ahead. As the crew made their way back to their quarters, their minds reeled with the implications of what they had experienced. They had come seeking first contact, but found themselves thrust onto a galactic stage with the fate of not just humanity, but countless alien civilizations potentially resting on their shoulders. "Well," Jack said, breaking the stunned silence, "I guess this is what they mean by punching above our weight class." Elena nodded, a mix of pride and trepidation swirling in her chest. "We've made a strong first impression. Now we just have to live up to it." As they prepared for whatever mind-bending challenge awaited them next, Elena couldn't shake the feeling that they had stumbled upon something far greater than a simple first contact mission. The true nature of the galaxy, and humanity's place in it, was about to be revealed. The quantum consciousness conundrum. As the human crew of the Horizon prepared for their next trial, an air of electric anticipation filled their quarters within the Zoran space station. Captain Elena Rodriguez paced restlessly, her mind racing with possibilities. "All right, team," she addressed her crew. "Whatever comes next, remember, we're not just representing Earth anymore. We're showcasing humanity's potential to the entire galaxy." Before anyone could respond, the room shimmered and distorted. In the blink of an eye, they found themselves standing in what appeared to be an endless expanse of shimmering, multicolored fog. Zilla's crystalline form materialized before them, pulsing with an intensity that made the human's skin tingle. "Welcome," the Zorans' thoughts echoed in their minds, "to the quantum consciousness conundrum." Lieutenant Kai Chen's eyes widened. "Quantum consciousness? You mean like the theory that quantum effects in the brain give rise to consciousness?" Zilla's form rippled with what might have been amusement. "Your species' theories barely scratch the surface, young one. Here, you will experience consciousness as it truly exists, a fundamental force of the universe, intertwined with the very fabric of reality." Without warning, the fog around them coalesced into swirling vortexes of light and shadow. Each crew member felt a sudden, dizzying sensation of expansion, as if their minds were stretching to encompass the entire cosmos. "Holy fractal realities, Batman," Commander Jack Thompson muttered, his usual wit strained by the overwhelming sensory input. Elena fought to maintain her focus amidst the cosmic whirlwind of consciousness. "What's the challenge, Zilla? What do you need us to do?" The Zorans' response reverberated through the quantum fields surrounding them. "You must navigate the layers of quantum consciousness to locate and retrieve 5 cosmic cognition keys. These keys are fundamental truths about the nature of reality hidden within the quantum foam of existence." As the implications of this task sank in, Communications Officer Zara Patel spoke up, her voice filled with a mix of excitement and trepidation. "So we're basically going on a scavenger hunt through the collective unconscious of the universe." "Precisely," Zilla confirmed. "But be warned, the deeper you delve into quantum consciousness, the greater the risk of losing your individual identity. You must work together, anchoring each other to your shared humanity, even as you expand your minds to encompass cosmic truths." With that ominous warning, Zilla's form dissipated, leaving the crew alone in the swirling quantum mindscape. Elena took a deep breath, centering herself. "Okay, people, Let's approach this systematically. Kai, you're our science expert. Any ideas on how to navigate this, whatever this is? Kai's eyes were unfocused, his mind clearly racing to process the incomprehensible surroundings. I think I see patterns. It's like the entire universe is one giant, interconnected neural network. If we can learn to follow the flow of information, we might be able to locate these cosmic cognition keys. All right, Elena nodded. Let's join hands. No matter what happens, we stay connected. We're stronger together. As the crew linked hands, they felt a surge of shared consciousness flow between them. Slowly, cautiously, they began to extend their awareness into the quantum field. The experience was unlike anything they had ever encountered. They saw the birth and death of stars, the dance of subatomic particles, and the slow unfolding of galactic superclusters, all happening simultaneously across infinite timelines. There, Jack suddenly exclaimed, his consciousness brushing against something solid amidst the quantum flux. I think I found one of the keys. As Jack's mind wrapped around the cosmic truth, the others felt it too, a fundamental principle about the nature of time and causality that shattered their previous understanding of physics. One by one, they uncovered the hidden keys, each revelation more mind-bending than the last. They discovered the true nature of dark matter, the mechanism behind quantum entanglement, and the unifying principle that linked consciousness to the fundamental forces of the universe. But with each cosmic truth they grasped, the crew felt their individual identities beginning to fray at the edges. The vast expanse of universal consciousness threatened to swallow them whole. Hold on, Elena called out, her voice echoing across dimensions. Remember who you are, where you came from. Earth, humanity, that's our anchor. As they struggled to maintain their sense of self, memories flooded through their shared consciousness, the taste of home-cooked meals, the sound of laughter with loved ones, the feeling of a warm breeze on a summer day. These uniquely human experiences became their lifeline, keeping them tethered to their identity even as their minds expanded to encompass the cosmos. Finally, as they grasped the fifth and final key, a truth so profound it defied description in human language, the quantum mindscape around them began to stabilize. Slowly, reality coalesced back into the familiar confines of the Zoran testing chamber. Zilar reappeared, its crystalline form vibrating with an intensity that made the air hum. Extraordinary, the Zoran's thoughts filled their minds. Not only did you successfully retrieve the cosmic cognition keys, but you did so while maintaining your individual and collective identity as humans. This is unprecedented. The crew, still reeling from their cosmic journey, leaned on each other for support. Elena, her voice hoarse, asked, "How is this possible? How could we, as humans, comprehend such fundamental truths about the universe?" Zilla's form shimmered with what might have been excitement. That, Captain Rodriguez, is precisely why your species is so remarkable. Your ability to grasp complex, abstract concepts while remaining grounded in your lived experiences is unique among the civilizations we have encountered. As the implications of this statement sank in, Jack let out a low whistle. So, what you're saying is, humans are the ultimate cosmic translators. We can bridge the gap between everyday reality and mind-bending universal truths. Indeed, Zilla confirmed. Your performance in this trial has revealed a potential within humanity that even we had not foreseen. You may very well be the key to unlocking a new era of galactic understanding and cooperation. Elena felt a mix of pride and trepidation wash over her. That's a lot of responsibility to place on our shoulders, first cognate. We're still learning, still growing as a species. Zilla's form pulsed with what might have been reassurance. And that capacity for growth, that hunger for knowledge and understanding, is what makes you so valuable. But fear not, you will not bear this responsibility alone. Your success here has opened doors to alliances and opportunities beyond your imagining. As the crew prepared to return to their quarters, minds still buzzing with cosmic revelations, Elena couldn't help but feel that they had crossed a threshold from which there was no return. Humanity had proven itself on a cosmic stage, showcasing not just their potential for empathy and problem-solving, but their unique ability to bridge the gap between the mundane and the transcendent. What challenges awaited them next? And how would this newfound knowledge and responsibility shape the future of human civilization among the stars? As they left the chamber, the weight of infinite possibilities pressed upon them, promising an adventure beyond their wildest dreams. The temporal paradox predicament. As the crew of the Horizon recovered from their mind-bending journey through quantum consciousness, they found themselves thrust into yet another extraordinary challenge. This time, the very fabric of time itself would be their playground and battleground. Captain Elena Rodriguez stood at the center of what appeared to be a massive, holographic control room. Swirling timelines and alternate realities flickered and danced around her and her team, creating a dizzying display of potential futures and parallel pasts. Zilla's crystalline form materialized, its surface rippling with anticipation. Welcome, humans, to the Chronos Nexus. Here, you will face the temporal paradox predicament, a challenge that has stumped even the most advanced civilizations in our galactic community. Lieutenant Kai Chen's eyes widened with excitement. Time travel? Are you saying it's actually possible? More than possible, Zilla's thoughts echoed in their minds. It is a fundamental aspect of reality that advanced species must learn to navigate. Your task is to resolve a critical temporal paradox that threatens the stability of multiple timelines across the galaxy. Commander Jack Thompson groaned. Great, because regular physics wasn't complicated enough. Now we have to deal with time travel shenanigans. Zara Patel, ever the optimist, grinned. Come on, Jack. How many humans get to say they've literally saved history? Before anyone could respond, the holographic display zoomed in on a particular timeline. The crew watched in awe as events unfolded before them. The rise and fall of civilizations, the birth and death of stars, all compressed into a cosmic tapestry of cause and effect. Behold, Zillar intoned, the paradox nexus, a critical juncture in galactic history where multiple timelines converge and diverge. Your actions here will determine the fate of countless species across eons. Elena stepped forward, her face set with determination. What exactly do we need to do? First, cognate. The holographic display shifted, focusing on a particular event, the invention of a device that looked suspiciously like a perpetual motion machine. This invention, Zillar explained, creates a cascading effect across multiple timelines. In some, it leads to unprecedented peace and prosperity. In others, it results in the complete annihilation of all sentient life in the galaxy. Talk about high stakes, Jack muttered. Your task, Zillar continued, is to navigate the timelines, gather crucial information from various points in history, and then make a decision that will resolve the paradox without destroying the positive outcomes or triggering the catastrophic ones. The crew exchanged nervous glances. This was far beyond anything they had trained for on Earth, but they had come too far to back down now. All right, team, Elena said, her voice steady despite the butterflies in her stomach. Let's make history, or save it, or whatever we're doing here. Kai, you're on temporal physics. Jack, I need you to track causality chains. Zara, use your communication skills to gather intel across timelines. I'll coordinate our efforts and make the final call. With a nod from Zillar, the crew found themselves propelled into the time stream. They flickered in and out of various eras, gathering crucial data about the invention and its effects. Kai discovered that the device tapped into a previously unknown cosmic energy source, one that interconnected all points in spacetime. Jack traced the ripple effects of the invention across multiple realities, mapping out an intricate web of cause and effect that made his head spin. Zara, meanwhile, used her exceptional communication skills to interface with beings across different eras, compiling a comprehensive picture of the invention's impact on various civilizations. As they worked, the humans began to notice something strange. Despite the vast differences in technology and culture across the timelines, there was a common thread that ran through all of them: An innate desire for progress, for understanding, for connection. Guys, Elena said, a realization dawning on her. I think I see the pattern. The invention itself isn't the problem. It's how it's used. In the timelines where it leads to peace, it's seen as a tool for cooperation. In the ones that end in disaster, it's weaponized. Kai's eyes lit up. Of course, the energy source it taps into, it's not just cosmic, it's conscious. It responds to the collective intent of the species using it. So what you're saying, Jack interjected, is that the fate of the galaxy comes down to vibes. Elena couldn't help but laugh. In a cosmic sense, yeah, I guess it does. With this newfound understanding, the crew formulated a plan. Instead of trying to prevent the invention or control its use, they would seed a message across multiple timelines, a warning, a hope, and a challenge all in one. Using the holographic controls, they crafted a quantum-entangled message that would appear at the moment of the device's invention in every timeline. The message was simple but profound. To all sentient beings who discover this power, you hold in your hands the key to unimaginable potential. This force connects all of spacetime, all consciousness. Use it wisely, with empathy and cooperation, and it will lead you to the stars. Use it selfishly, and it will be your undoing. The choice, as always, is yours. As they activated the message, the timelines around them flickered and shifted. For a heart-stopping moment, it seemed as if reality itself might unravel. Then slowly, the paradox began to resolve. Timelines merged and stabilized, coalescing into a new cosmic tapestry, one of challenges and setbacks, yes, but also of unprecedented cooperation and growth across the galaxy. Zillah's form reappeared, pulsing with an intensity the humans had never seen before. Remarkable. The Zoran's thoughts filled their minds. You did not simply solve the paradox. You transformed it into a catalyst for galactic evolution. Your solution respects the free will of all sentient beings while nudging the course of history towards cooperation and empathy. Elena smiled, exhausted but proud. That's the thing about humanity, Zillah. We've made plenty of mistakes in our history, but we've always believed in the power of choice, of second chances. We couldn't in good conscience make that choice for every species in the galaxy, but we could give them the wisdom to make it for themselves. As the crew prepared to return to normal spacetime, Jack chuckled. So, let me get this straight. We just became the galaxy's cosmic conscience. More than that, Zara replied, her eyes shining with wonder. We just proved that consciousness itself, empathy, wisdom, the ability to learn and grow, is the most powerful force in the universe. Zillah's form shimmered with what might have been approval. You have exceeded all expectations, humans. Your unique blend of creativity, empathy, and respect for free will has opened up possibilities we had not conceived of. The final trial awaits, but know this, you have already changed the course of galactic history. As they left the Kronos Nexus, Elena felt a profound sense of both accomplishment and responsibility. They had come seeking first contact and found themselves shaping the very destiny of the cosmos. Whatever the final trial held, she knew that humanity was ready to take its place among the stars, not as conquerors or submissive newcomers, but as partners in a grand cosmic dance of consciousness and creation. The adventure was far from over. In fact, it felt like it was only just beginning. The cosmic confluence crucible. As the crew of the Horizon stepped into the final chamber of their galactic trials, they found themselves in a space that defied comprehension. It was as if they stood at the center of a living, breathing universe with swirling galaxies, pulsing nebulae, and shimmering quantum fields surrounding them on all sides. Captain Elena Rodriguez felt a surge of anticipation mixed with a touch of fear. All right, team, this is it. Whatever happens next, remember everything we've been through. We're ready for this. Zillah's crystalline form appeared before them, more radiant and complex than ever before. Humans of Earth, you stand on the precipice of a cosmic revelation. Welcome to the Cosmic Confluence Crucible, the ultimate test of your species' potential. Before anyone could respond, the universe around them exploded into a cacophony of light, sound, and pure information. The crew found their consciousnesses expanded beyond their physical forms, intertwining with the very fabric of reality itself. Holy quantum entanglement, Lieutenant Kai Chen exclaimed, his voice echoing across dimensions. We're everywhere at once. Commander Jack Thompson, struggling to maintain his sense of self, quipped, "Great. I've always wanted to be one with the universe. Didn't expect it to be so literal." Zara Patel, her mind racing to process the influx of cosmic data, gasped, "Guys, I think I can see everything. Past, present, future, alternate realities. It's all here." Elena, fighting to keep her team focused, called out, "Stay together, everyone. What's the challenge, Zillar? What do we need to do?" The Zoran's response reverberated through the cosmic tapestry surrounding them. "You must harmonize the cosmic confluence, a convergence point where the knowledge, experiences, and potential futures of every sentient species in the universe intersect. Your task is to find the resonant frequency that will allow for true galactic unity while preserving the unique essence of each civilization." As the implications of this task sank in, the crew realized they were facing something far beyond mere problem-solving or diplomacy. They were being asked to orchestrate the symphony of cosmic consciousness itself. Elena, drawing upon every ounce of her leadership skills, rallied her team. "All right, let's break this down. Kai, focus on the scientific principles at play. Jack, use your strategic thinking to map out potential outcomes. Zara, tap into the emotional resonance of each species. I'll work on finding the common threads that bind us all together." As they delved deeper into the cosmic confluence, the humans found themselves awash in a sea of alien perspectives, technologies, and philosophies. They witnessed the birth and death of countless civilizations, the rise and fall of galactic empires, and the slow evolution of cosmic consciousness across eons. Kai, his mind expanding to encompass multidimensional physics, suddenly exclaimed, "I see it. The resonant frequency, it's not just about energy or vibrations. It's about aligning the fundamental values and aspirations of each species." Jack, tracing the intricate web of cause and effect across countless timelines, added, "He's right. But it's not just about finding common ground. We need to create a harmony that celebrates diversity while fostering unity." Zara, her empathic abilities stretched to their limits, chimed in, "I can feel it. The longing, the fear, the hope of every being in the universe. They're all searching for the same thing: connection, purpose, understanding." Elena, her consciousness expanding to encompass it all, felt a moment of profound clarity. "That's it," she exclaimed. "The resonant frequency isn't a single note, it's a chord. A cosmic chord composed of the unique vibrations of every species, harmonizing in a way that amplifies their individual strengths while creating something greater than the sum of its parts." With this realization, the crew began to weave together the threads of cosmic consciousness. They drew upon everything they had learned, the empathy from their first trial, the expanded awareness from their quantum journey, the understanding of time and causality from their paradox resolution. As they worked, they found themselves tapping into something deep within the human spirit, the ability to find unity in diversity, to see the bigger picture without losing sight of the individual, to dream of a better future while learning from the past. Slowly, painstakingly, they began to align the vibrations of countless civilizations. It was like composing a symphony on an impossible scale, with each species contributing its unique melody to a grand cosmic opus. As the harmony began to take shape, the universe around them seemed to pulse with newfound energy. Galaxies danced, stars sang, and the very fabric of space-time resonated with the cosmic chord they were creating. Finally, with a surge of collective will, the humans struck the final note. The cosmic confluence erupted in a spectacular display of light and energy, rippling out across the universe in waves of harmonious intention. As their consciousnesses settled back into their physical forms, the crew found themselves once again in the chamber with Zillah. The Zoran's crystalline body was vibrating with an intensity that made the air shimmer. Inconceivable, Zillah's thoughts echoed in their minds, filled with awe and excitement. You have not merely passed the trial, you have transcended it. The harmony you have created will resonate across the cosmos for eons to come, fostering a new era of galactic cooperation and growth. Elena, exhausted but exhilarated, smiled. We just did what humans do best, Zillah. We found a way to bring people together, to create something beautiful out of chaos. Jack, still reeling from the experience, chuckled. So does this mean we just became the galaxy's official band conductors? Zara elbowed him playfully. More like cosmic peacemakers, I'd say. Kai, his eyes shining with the revelations he had witnessed, added, We've unlocked the key to galactic harmony, not by enforcing uniformity, but by celebrating our differences and finding strength in our diversity. Zillah's form pulsed with what could only be described as joy. Humans of Earth, you have proven yourselves to be far more than we ever imagined. Your unique blend of creativity, empathy, adaptability, and unifying vision is unparalleled in our experience. You have earned not just a place among the galactic community, but a role as leaders and bridge builders in the cosmic tapestry. As the implications of their success began to sink in, Elena felt a mix of pride, excitement, and trepidation. So what happens now, Zillah? Where do we go from here? The Zoran's response filled their minds with visions of unimaginable possibilities. Now, dear humans, the true adventure begins. You will return to Earth as emissaries of a new galactic age. Your world will face challenges and wonders beyond imagining. But know this, you carry within you the seeds of a cosmic revolution, a new way of thinking that has the power to transform the very nature of existence itself. As they prepared to return to their ship and begin the journey home, the crew of the Horizon knew that nothing would ever be the same. They had come seeking first contact and found themselves architects of a new cosmic order. The stars beckoned, filled with promise and possibility. Humanity's next great adventure was about to begin, and the entire universe was waiting to see what they would do next. As they left the chamber, Elena turned to her crew, her eyes shining with determination and hope. Well teamed, she said, a smile playing on her lips. Looks like we've got a galaxy to harmonize. Let's make it sing.